Okay, hopefully the activity in the 8 videos yesterday helped you understand all of the figures. Now we're just going to practice them again just to verify and make sure you don't have any questions. Alright, so let's go through and pick out our triangles first. First there's this triangle and this triangle. This one is more specific though. You need to write right triangle for this one. And this one, you could write isosceles, but this is just a triangle. Okay, next we're looking for parallel sides because that helps you identify all the other ones. The parallel sides are located with the ones that look like railroad tracks. So if we look at this top one up here, we know this and this side are parallel because they're never going to cross. But also, this side and this side are also parallel. So because both sides are parallel, guess what it's called? A parallelogram. So let's mark that one. Parallelogram. This one, also a parallelogram. And of course, next, we're going back to searching out the parallel sides. Now notice this side and this side are parallel, but this side and this side are not. Because there's only one set of parallel sides, that is officially called a trapezoid. So this is a trapezoid. Also, same thing with this bottom one. These two sides are parallel, but these two sides are not parallel. So that is also a trapezoid. Make sure you can identify those. All right, so parallelogram is A equals BH. Now that is the same as any rectangle. Remember, base times height forms a rectangle, and we'll show you why specifically. If I take this one little piece and I remove it and add it to the other side, I then get the total original rectangle. So that's why we have to use the right angle at all times. So you are looking for this right here, and that will identify your base and height. You do not use this information or that information because those are called slant heights. They are not the height of the object. All right, so let's first identify our side lengths. First, we're looking for the B and the H for base and height. Now, you need to make sure you are identifying that 90-degree angle right away, and that is these two. Now, this touches the 3, and this side touches the 5. In no way does that 90-degree angle touch this side or that side, so do not use the 4. So my base is a 5, while my height is a 3. Do not use that slant height of 4. This is not a 90-degree angle. So let's fill it in. Area equals 3 times 5. 5 times 3, doesn't matter. Area equals 15 square units. Remember, there's no inches, so we got to use the word units. So this one, I want you to try all by yourself. Make sure you are selecting the 2 dimensions that you need and ignoring the third one. And when you are done, call me over to check your answer. Please pause the video now. All right, so formula for a triangle is 1/2 BH. And this is what I explained on the original videos. It was because if I take any 4-sided figure and I split it diagonally down the middle, what I get is a triangle. And that's why it's 1/2 base times height, because I don't want the whole 4-sided figure. I only want half of it. Meaning you're going to multiply your base times height and divide it by 2. So let's practice this. Again, first, let's identify our B. and our H. The B and the H. Remember, you are looking for that 90-degree angle. This is not a 90-degree angle. That is 90-degree angle. This one right here is the 90-degree angle. So it touches the 6, and this side is the 8. Do not use the 10. So let's identify them. Your base is 8. Your height is 6. Those are interchangeable at this point. It could be 6 and 8. So let's fill in our formula. Area equals, yes, you must write the 1/2, and that is 8 and 6. Now you're just multiplying this mess out in whatever order you want. So you could divide one of them by 2 or multiply these together and then divide by 2. I'm going to say this is 4 times 6 gets you 24. So your final answer is 24 square units. Alright, so at this point I want you to try this one on your own. When you are done, call me over so I can verify that you understand which 2 numbers to pick out and which ones you need to ignore. Go ahead and pause the video at this time. Alright, so this formula looks awful, but it really is not, and this is why. I want you looking at this, just this portion. This is these 2 added up and then divided by 2. All that means is you're averaging them. You're adding them up and dividing by however many they are. So you add them up and divide by 2, meaning you're going to average your base because there's 2 of them. And then you're going to multiply by that height of 90 degrees. So don't get freaked out by this ugly formula. Just know you're averaging the 2 parallel sides. Those must be parallel. Do not use these slants at all. They are not parallel to each other. Alright, so let's go ahead and identify. Now remember, there's a B1, there is a B2, and an H now. So we got 3 numbers to pick out. Now I'm looking for my parallel sides, and I see my parallel sides here and here. So I know those are my 2 B's, my B1 and B2. So that's an 8 and a 10. 8 and 10. Now the one that connects them at a 90-degree angle. See this 90-degree angle and this 90-degree angle. That is connected by the 5. Do not use that slant height. And that eliminates one you should not use. Now we got to put them in the formula. So we're ready to go. A equals, yes, you must copy the 1/2. Your 2 B's, you're adding up, 8 and 10, and then you're going to multiply it times the 5. So the next step, 1/2. 8 plus 10 is 18, and times 5. Well, I know half of 8 is 9, times 5 is 45. So area equals 45 square units for your final answer. Alright, now I want you trying this one on your own. It is just like one of the problems you tried yesterday. Look for the parallel sides first to identify B1 and B2, and then the right angles to connect those parallel sides, and that would be your H. Don't overthink this. Take it one step at a time. When you are done, call me over and I will check to verify your answer. Pause the video now. Alright, exit ticket. Make sure you realize what you're drawing. What is the formula for a triangle? Pause the video and answer this question. Call me over when you have the answer and I will verify to make sure you had all the correct steps written down. So, just in case you didn't get to check these in class or ask me after you had finished, here's the answers to 2, 4, 6, and the exit ticket. Make sure you have all great notes written down before you start your homework.